hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Super Jesus Jackson channel. Michael Jackson AI. Once again, I have covered Michael Jackson AI songs on this channel twice. I've done it twice. Both of the times, I absolutely loved what I heard. And it got me, slightly emotional to a certain point, because I was like, it feels like MJ it's weird, you don't want to say like, oh, he's back or anything like that, but it's like, it's this uncanny but yet beautiful feeling of hearing, your favorite artist once again, in the modern era. It's just, it's interesting. It's a weird feeling and I welcome it. And obviously it's not Michael Jackson, but like, it's in the spirit. It's a tribute, so I don't see what the problem is really, as long as it's good music, which it was. But I got this from one of you guys. One of you guys out there suggested this song right here. This song right here is from let's see, specifically Motif and Cabe Productions or producers. I'm not sure, but that is the YouTube channel. And they made a new song called Everything She Wants. And I reacted to a song that they did previously called Bad Attitude. That song was incredible. And this one, from what I read, is in the style of Dangerous, whereas Bad Attitude was in the style of Bad, the Bad era. But here we go. Michael Jackson, AI, Everything She Wants. They say, disclaimer, all parts of the song were written, recorded, performed, and produced by real people. The vocals were performed in MJ's style, and AI was used only to replace the original vocalist's tone to more closely resemble Michael's voice, apart from a few select ad-libs. There it is, right there. That answered my question. This is real people making this song, which I guess makes sense because this is incredible work. I don't think AI right now in its state could produce an MJ-like song yet, but we're probably going to get there at some point. But right here, yeah, real people. Obviously, as I suspected or as I theorized, the other option was that of course the voice was AI to make it Michael's, and it is true. So we acknowledge that no one could ever replace Michael Jackson, but have endeavored to infuse as much of his spirit into this song as possible. This track is intended as a tribute not only to Michael Jackson, but also to the entire production team of the Dangerous album. So for those of us who like living dangerously, this one's for you. Look, I got to give you points for that. Shout out to the Michael Jackson MTV Awards 1995 performance of Dangerous, where he says this exact thing right before he performs Dangerous. Iconic.
For those of us who like living dangerously, this one's for you.
Whoa.
But that girl can really treat a man. I know I shouldn't feel this way. My heart is on the line, still I wanna stay. It doesn't have to be this way. Is she the death of me? Or not the way you set me free? You got to know she wants everything.
Okay, I gotta separate there. Oh my God, that post-chorus, man. That post-chorus is so MJ. Holy crap. Oh, this is so good. This is so good, everyone. Like with Bad Attitude, I brought out, a couple of notes here and there, but overall, this is fire. This is fire. I think the song is slightly, in the verses, slightly lower, like when I think of Dangerous, I think had a higher vocal register, I guess, in the verses and the songs in general. I think Michael was singing pretty high, but then in the actual Dangerous song, his voice was pretty low there in the verses. So never mind. Don't listen to me. But I don't know. It's interesting to hear his voice. I know it's not his voice, but like it's the verses here in this song seem a little low to me in terms of like, obviously the song's in the right key and everything. That's no problem. But like, it sounds like it would be lower than what Michael would do in a song like this, but maybe it's just a sort of a clash between the guy singing it and then the AI going through it and then turning it into an MJ voice. Maybe that's what it is, but it sounds a little lower than usual. Like there's a note, stay. It's a little too low, or it doesn't sound like Michael, but it's still good. Maybe that's the AI's fault, or maybe maybe the I don't know. Maybe the songwriting. I'm not sure. That was jarring a little bit in terms of not really being MJ there. But my God, obviously the moments where it does go really high and the grit is there. Fantastic job to the guy who is singing, by the way, because this is not easy. This is incredible, incredible work. And the fact that you are trying to sound like MJ and then you put it onto an AI and it makes you sound even more like MJ. So you're doing a lot of the back work as well. So props to you. This is awesome stuff. So that's on point, man. And the instrumentation, sounds like a Dangerous song, dude. Sounds like a mixture of In the Closet. It's got some In the Closet in there. It's got some Remember the Time in there. Obviously, you got that Teddy Riley, snare, in there. I love it, man. It's so good. Here, let's keep going. Yes. Whoever's playing the goddamn keyboard. Oh yeah. The ad-libs are there, obviously. You got the you got that going. Wow. Wow. Holy crap. Oh God, I got so many thoughts here. Okay. This actually, as much as it sounds like Dangerous Era, it also sounds a little bit like Blood on the Dance Floor, History in the Mix, that type of era. Is It Scary? Superfly Sister with the snare and everything, with how quick that snare is. In terms of another constructive criticism I thought of was the song is it's long, like an MJ song. It's like it's supposed to be long. I wish it kind of did a little bit more. It brought in more different things, or it kind of added towards the end. Like I think there's a long, the post chorus there goes for a little bit too long. I wish there was another thing that was added to it, kind of like how before the bridge we get this really cool kind of instrumental break. I wish something like that was kind of added towards the very end. I think it goes on for a little bit too long because of that. But obviously it's really highlighting the post-chorus because the post-chorus is the underdog in this song. I mean, it's that thing that like you come to listen to this song. Yeah, for the chorus is great. The verses are great. But that post-chorus is really what makes you dance. I mean, I was going to say it's an iconic post-chorus. Yes, I'm going to say it. It's an iconic post-chorus. It's so good. It is so MJ, dude. So, but yeah, I wish something was added a little bit towards the end. I don't think the post-chorus, as great as it is, just like if it could be any other, it could be any post-chorus. I think it needed something a little bit extra towards the very end, or something added to it, or subtracted even, in order for it to continue hitting, or for it to justify it going for that long. However, at the same time, I do think about how even with songs that I love, you know how like when you listen to a song and like it's ending and you're like, no, why is it ending? Like, I wish it just continued. Maybe I would have felt this way with the song had it just been, 4 minutes, or 4.5 minutes, maybe. Who knows? But yeah, I do feel like it went on a little too long nonetheless. However, and the length is not the issue, like I said. But it's what happens in that length. Another thing too is I feel like the ad-libs are kind of a little bit too low in volume. They're not really at the forefront, but also they're just kind of like just thrown out there. I think they're just kind of put out there. Because I understand what you're going for in the sense where MJ, when he was doing his choruses, he would do ad-libs, right? But they weren't so just chaotic or just kind of like thrown at the wall, like, and I'm not saying that every single ad-lib here was just kind of just put out there for no reason. They're awesome ad-libs and I could hear them, and some of them are MJ's, of course. But I feel like if one certain track of an ad-lib was very much intentional and it was by the singer, and it was very much, to the point where we know the chorus is happening. We got the ad lib right here. We got it a very prominent ad lib, that is going on during the chorus. And then we have the occasional sporadic ad libs below that are in lower volume, that are much more in the very, very background. I wish we could have had, a very prominent, kind of ad lib, because when you think of You Rock My World, for example, that song has obviously the very prominent chorus, but there is a very prominent ad-lib MJ going underneath, and you can hear every single thing that he's doing. You can hear every note, and he's doing his own thing. It's literally on his own track, and he's going for it. And then there's some stuff, thrown here and there from time to time, but it's the very background. Here in this song, the ad-libs are just kind of just everywhere. And maybe that was the intention. And if so, it's an interesting way of attacking it. From what MJ does most of the time in his music, you have the chorus, and then you have his ad-libs, but it's very prominent. Think of Remember the Time, like that was a very unique ad-lib for that song. It wasn't just a bunch of generic hee-hees or a bunch of generic whoos, like he had that intentional ad-lib that is unique to Remember the Time, and it was very prominent. You could hear it. Here in this song, the ad-libs, like I know what they are, but I also can't. They're very low volume, but also I think it's a consequence of the fact that there is no intentional, dedicated, set of ad-libs, So like I think maybe if the singer would have said, okay, the chorus is going on here, we're in the third chorus at this point, I'm gonna go hard on these ad-libs. If maybe they're here, maybe I forgot to hear them, but I don't think I heard them. If like, okay, this is the third chorus, we're nearing the end of the song, I'm gonna go ham, I'm gonna get my track, and my ad-libs are gonna be prominent, you're gonna hear them, and they're unique to the song, and I'm gonna give them unique melodies, and you just do my thing, I think that would have been really, really, would have been really cool. And it would have been, I think, more in line with what MJ does. But again, maybe you were doing something different. Maybe you were doing it intentional. Maybe I'm full of crap. Who knows? Either way, I think the song is fire. The fact that you even pulled this off to the way that you did is hats off to your production team, because it's incredible. Another thing I wanted to say, and this is I think one of the most important things that I can say, which is that the level that you guys understand MJ's songwriting and production is insane, dude. It's absolutely insane. The chorus is what MJ would do. The post-chorus is what MJ would do. The verses is what MJ would do. I think the bridge can have a little work, but hey, it's a bridge. Bridges are hard. I'm not going to harp on that. But everything else, man, holy crap. It is absolutely amazing. It is so spot on. And the thing with it is that when you think of the Dangerous era, even, right, with a song like She Drives Me Wild or Can't Let Her Get Away, these are songs that, like Billie Jean, like MJ's classics, are so groovy and so dancey, but have at their core this sort of melancholy to them. And they can be depressing. Like imagine playing, imagine She Drives Me Wild, in like a very somber ballad version. Like it would be so effective because the song's chords and its chord progression and its melodies are kind of inherently a little melancholic. Again, same thing with Can't Let Her Get Away, and In the Closet even, like these are jams. These songs are fucking jams, man, but they're depressing, like Billie Jean, right? The way that you guys have captured that here with this chorus is amazing. You can hear it. You can hear the melancholy in the chorus, specifically in one part with the background vocals and the chorus itself. That right there, man. So much melancholy with this chorus. And then it goes right into the groove again. It is amazing. That contradiction, that clash is phenomenal, and just hats off to you guys. You did it. That's MJ, dude. That's MJ. I don't know if you guys are going to watch this video, but please, for the life of me, there's a song out there by MJ. At least that's what it says. It could very well be a fake. Who knows? But I think it's called Ghost of Another Lover. Look it up. If you can finish this song, I will personally send you a virtual cookie. I don't know. I'll make a video on it. Of course I will, and I'll praise you forever. I swear to God, if you can finish this song. You can kind of hear like, it's like a sewer or something, like water droplets. It's amazing. If you can make it an actual song, which it is, but you could barely hear MJ there, you could barely hear, but just do it. Just do it, okay? I'm sure it'd be fine. I'm telling you right now, whatever the hell the MJ's estate did with the posthumous album Michael and having some other dude come on and sing it, and whatever that album was, that was a travesty, okay? What you guys are doing is fire, okay? You guys need the budget. You guys need all that funding coming from the MJ estate and Sony. They should give it to you guys. That is who should be getting it. I'm totally down to get, more music that is MJ inspired, like the ones that you're doing. And if you remake this Ghost of Another Lover song, if you actually make it a full song, oh my God, I will be forever in debt to you guys and your team and everything. So absolutely incredible. Those are my thoughts on, what was the song again? Everything She Wants, not to be confused with Wham's hit, Everything She Wants. But let me know in the comment section below what you have to say. Do you dig this song? Because I sure as hell do. Oh my God. Absolutely incredible. I cannot praise it enough. Yeah, let me know in the comment section below. Do you like it? Do you not like it? If you don't like it, let me know. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Give this video a like if you like, dislike it if you didn't. Subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content. If it's your birthday, happy birthday to you, you beautiful creature. But I think that's it for me. You all take care, stay safe. Until next time, I love you.